Hello, my name is Marshall Brown. I'm the senior pastor of Grace Presbyterian Church of the North Shore. Now, the North Shore is a group of villages due north of the city of Chicago along the shores of Lake Michigan. You might recognize the North Shore from beloved films like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Mean Girls, and maybe especially Home Alone. A little fun fact is that the Home Alone house is about a half mile from the front door of our church. Now, what all those films have in common is they're filled with children and with families. And that's fitting because the North Shore is filled with children and with families. We know from God's Word that God has a special place in His heart for children and for families. So it's really no surprise that a place that is filled with children and with families, and because our God cares so much about children and families, that this is a very important hire for us. The position of a pastor or director of children's ministry. Now, because it's such an important hire, we've made several key investments. First, we engage with an organization called Ministry Architects to help us build a sustainable children's ministry. What that means is a ministry that doesn't just rest on the backs of the staff, the paid staff, but is also supported by the whole church, by volunteers in the church. A sustainable ministry. The second investment that we have made is we have crafted this job description and this job for this person to have a voice. If we're saying that children and children's ministries are super important, then that person who is running those things, those ministries, needs to have a voice in key decisions. The third investment we're making right now is we're in the midst of a capital campaign, the Renew Generosity Initiative. You can see more about it on our website. But that initiative, the Generosity Initiative, is raising funds, and one of the main things that we are doing with those funds is building a new wing to the church, which will be a children's education and a youth space. And so we're actually raising funds to invest in the infrastructure so we have secure, helpful space for our children and also for our youth. Now, the person who we're looking for who will do this job, we think has several things going for them. First, they love God. Second, they love children. And then third, they love the church, because we believe this person is going to be gospel-centered. They're going to love people, and they're going to have the skills and the ability, the systematic thinking as a way to take the church, the adults, the youth, bring them to the children, to equip the children, to teach the children the gospel so that those children might engage God, be equipped for the gospel, and then ultimately glorify God, bringing the church to the children for the glory of God. So if you think that's you, we believe this is a great opportunity. We believe it's a great challenge. We've got a great team, a great culture here. But if you think it's you, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Lord be with you. Take care.